Very good morning everyone. Today we are going to talk about very important topics in business environment. Okay, so first topic we have social change in India. Second topic we have urbanization. Apart from that we have middle class revolution, caste and communal tension. After that we have Indian psyche, gender and social inequalities. And after that we have Indian cultural ethos and global culture. And after that we have westernization and sanskritization. So let's understand first of all why we need to study these topics. So basically we need to study these topics because they help us to understand how Indian society is changing and how people think and behave, and how culture, economy and social structures affect daily life, development and business decisions. Understanding these topics make it easier to analyze social problems, plan better policies and work effectively in a diverse and rapidly changing environment. ओके ये जितने भी जो टॉपिक्स हैं ये हमारे लिए अंडरस्टैंड करना क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि विद टाइम क्या हो रहा है, जो हमारी जो सोसाइटी है, सोसाइटी में काफ़ी चेंज आ रहा है। जो लोग हैं, लोगों के सोचने का तरीका चेंज हो रहा है, लोगों का बिहेव करने का तरीका चेंज हो रहा है, जो लोगों का कल्चर है उसमें काफ़ी चेंज आया है। तो इसलिए ये जो टॉपिक्स हैं इनको समझना बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है। जो बिजनेसमैन है, अगर सोसाइटी में क्या ट्रेंड चला है, क्या किस चीज़ की नीड है, किस चीज़ की वांट है, अगर वो इस चीज़ को अंडरस्टैंड करता है तो वो उसके अकॉर्डिंग अपनी स्ट्रेटजीज बना सकता है बिजनेस के लिए, जिससे जो एक बिजनेस होगा, जो एक कंपनी होगी, उसका जो प्रोडक्ट है मार्केट में वो ज़्यादा सेल होगा। So next we have, so basically first topic we have social change in India. So why study it? Because society is changing fast, its lifestyle, values, income, technology. ये चीज़ तो आपको पता ही है कि सोशल चेंज आ रहा है काफ़ी चीज़ों में। क्या क्या, जैसे जो लोग हैं उनके लाइफस्टाइल में चेंज है, लोगों की जो वैल्यूज़ हैं उनकी उसमें चेंज है, लोगों की इनकम में चेंज है, टेक्नोलॉजी में काफ़ी चेंज है। बिजनेसेस मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दीज चेंजेस टू डिज़ाइन द राइट प्रोडक्ट एंड स्ट्रेटजीज। इसलिए बिजनेस के लिए ये चीज़ें अंडरस्टैंड करना बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है, ताकि उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो एक बिजनेस है वो अपनी स्ट्रेटजीज प्लान कर सके। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राइज ऑफ ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग चेंज्ड how companies like Amazon, Flipkart operate. Next we have urbanization. अर्बेनाइजेशन को समझना या इसको स्टडी करना क्यों इम्पॉर्टेंट है? बिकॉज मोर पीपल आर मूविंग टू सिटीज़। दिस क्रिएट्स न्यू मार्केट, न्यू डिमांड, न्यू चैलेंजेस। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अर्बन पीपल डिमांड फास्ट फूड, मेट्रो सर्विसेज, मॉल्स, डिलीवरी ऐप, न्यू बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज़। Next we have middle class revolution. So basically why we need to study this topic? So in India, middle class is growing and has purchasing power is increases day by day, and this shape consumption trend. For example, smartphone boom happened because of the middle class could afford decent technology. After that we have caste and communal tension. So why study it? Businesses must operate peacefully and ethically in diverse societies. Understanding these sensitivities help to avoid conflict and maintain harmony. So for example, companies avoid advertisement that may hurt religion or caste sentiments. After that, we have next topic, which is Indian psyche. So why we need to study this topic? So basically Indian consumers think differently from Western consumers. So by understanding their mindset helps in designing better marketing strategies. For example, Indian prefer family centric advertisement because decisions are often collective. After that, next topic we have gender and social inequalities. So why we need to study this topic? Because businesses need to understand workforce diversity, women participation and social bias to create fair workplaces and inclusive products. For example, companies now design product for women users, which include safety app, sanitary product and women friendly workplaces. Next topic we have Indian cultural ethos and global culture. So why we need to study this topic? Because Indian traditional and global influences work together. Businesses must balance both. For example, McDonald India offer aloo tikki burger. So this is the Indian ethos and also the global fast food style. Next topic we have westernization and sanskritization. So why we need to study this topic? Because these forces change lifestyle and consumption pattern. Western habit create demand for new product while sanskritization influences the traditional market. For example, yoga, ayurveda, organic food trend are linked to sanskritization. So overall, let's understand this thing why we need to study all the topics, because businesses happen in society and society shapes the consumer behavior as well as workforce behavior. Apart from that, market demand and cultural values, in addition to that, business ethics and government policies. So that's why it's very important to understand each and every topic, because it helps the future managers to make better decisions and create relevant product and handle social complexities in India. So let's understand the first topic, that is social change in India in detail. So first of all, let's understand the meaning of social change in India. So basically, social change refers to the transformation in the society's value, beliefs, lifestyle, norms, education, technology and relationship over time. कि जो सोसाइटी है हमारी उसमें क्या चेंज आया है विद टाइम, जो लोगों की वैल्यूज़ हैं उनमें चेंज आया है, बिलीव्स लोगों के चेंज हुए हैं, लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हुआ है, नॉर्म्स चेंज हुए हैं, एजुकेशन में चेंज आया है, टेक्नोलॉजी में चेंज आया है, विद टाइम जो रिलेशनशिप है उनमें चेंज आया है. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू understand this thing why we need to study this topic. So basically, understanding social changes help the businesses, policy maker and student to predict trend, adapt to customer need and identify social challenges and create better strategies for development. जितना अच्छे से जो एक बिजनेसमैन है वो सारी चीज़ों को अंडरस्टैंड करेगा, उसके अकॉर्डिंग वो नई नई पॉलिसीज, नई नई प्लान्स, नई नई स्ट्रेटजीज प्लान कर सकता है फॉर द well-being of society. Next we have types of social change in India. We have four types. First we have slow change, which include traditional change to modern change. Next we have rapid change, which include due to the technology and globalization. After that we have third type, planned change, which include the government policies. After that we have unplanned change, which include natural disaster and migration. For example, shift from joint families to nuclear families as well as increasing literacy rate. After that we have digital payment adoption, which include UPI, Paytm. And next example we have women joining workforce in large numbers. So let's understand what are the causes of social change in India. First aspect we have education. Because of education, there is more awareness between the people. So accordingly, they can take rational decision based on awareness, based on knowledge, based on trends. Next we have technology, which include internet, smartphone, digital payment. So this is another aspect of social change. Next we have economic development, which include more jobs, income changes. So this is also the cause of social change. After that we have legal reform, which include law on gender, caste based rules, and after that we have child marriage, education. So this is also the other cause of social change. Urbanization, which include the city lifestyle influencing behavior. After that we have globalization, which include the foreign ideas entering India. This is also the another cause of social change. Media and social media, which include the quick spread of new ideas. This is also the another cause of social change in India. So these are the different factors. Because of that factors, there is lot of change in the society. Next we have advantages and disadvantages of social change. Okay, so first we have social progress and modernization, and second advantage we have more equality and education, and after that we have better infrastructure because of social change, as well as improved status of women. This happen because of social change. And if we talk about the disadvantages, because of social change there is loss of traditional values, as well as cultural conflict between the people. And another disadvantage of social change is stress due to lifestyle change. And next disadvantage we have increased social competition. Second topic we have urbanization. So let's understand the meaning of urbanization. So basically, urbanization is the movement of people from urban areas to cities for jobs, education, and better lifestyle. So these are the reasons because of that the people move to cities. So why we need to study this topic? So basically urbanization affect businesses, market, real estate, employment, infrastructure, as well as government planning. And companies need to know where people live and what they need. So next we have types of urbanization. First type we have natural urbanization, which include city population grow naturally. Second type we have migration based urbanization. Third we have infrastructural urbanization, because of new airport and metros. Fourth type we have economic urbanization, which include the industries. For example, rapid growth of Bengaluru as IT hub. And another example we have expansion of Mumbai suburban rail. And after that we have next example migration to Delhi NCR for job and new smart cities under government schemes. So let's see what are the causes of urbanization. First we have more job opportunities in cities. So because of that most of the people they migrate to the cities. And second cause of urbanization is better education and healthcare facilities in the cities. And because of industrial growth, modern lifestyle attracting youth in the cities. And next cause we have rural unemployment and poverty. Because of this reason people move to the cities. And after that we have next cause migration for improved living standards. And other cause we have government development of smart cities. Okay, next we have advantages and disadvantages of urbanization. So these are the advantages: more job opportunities available in the cities, and better education and healthcare facilities available in the cities, and economic growth is more in cities, as well as access to modern facilities. And if we talk about the disadvantages of urbanization, so first disadvantage we have overcrowding, and pollution is more in the cities, slum formation, and a high cost of living. These are the disadvantages of urbanization. So next topic we have middle class revolution. So let's understand the meaning of middle class revolution. So basically, rise of a stronger, educated, economically stable middle class that drives consumption, reform, and social change. Why we need to study this topic? Because in middle class, in the main consumer group, their income and lifestyle shape market, politics, and cultural trends. Next, we have types of middle class revolution. So first type we have economic middle class movement, educational middle class growth, and after that we have cultural middle class expansion. Apart from that, we have digital middle class, which include online consumers. For example, increase in online shopping, uh, and these are the different websites where the consumer buy product. Next, we have demand for better schools and colleges, growth of private hospitals, as well as cars and home buying trend in middle class families. So next we have what are the causes of middle class revolution? Because growth of IT and service sector jobs and higher education level is the other cause of middle class revolution. Rise in salaries and purchasing power increases of middle class people. And next cause we have shift from agriculture to service economy. In the previous time, what happened, most of the people, they basically depend on agriculture, but now that with time things have changed and they depend on services. Other cause we have media influence on lifestyle. Apart from that, we have globalization opening new opportunities and access to loans, housing, cars, and finance. This is the another cause of middle class revolution. So if we talk about the advantages of middle class revolution, so basically they have the higher purchasing power. Because of higher purchasing power, they demand more products, and because of that, more of the companies produce more product and they sell more product in the market and earn lot of profit. Next advantage we have better education and awareness, and other advantage we have stronger democratic participation. If you talk about the disadvantage of middle class revolution, so basically rising lifestyle pressure, as well as more waste generation and economic inequality widen. Apart from that, we have another disadvantage, social stress for status. Next topic we have caste and communal tension. So basically, conflict or discrimination between different caste group or religion communities. For example, Hindu, Muslim. So there is a conflict between the different religion. So why we need to study this topic? Because understanding these tensions help in making fair business policies and creating inclusive workplaces and preventing conflict in society. If we talk about the types of caste and communal tensions, so first type we have caste based tension, religion based tension, political mobilization tension, economic discrimination tension. For example, reservation debate. This comes under the caste based tension. Next, we have discrimination in job or housing. This is also based on caste based tension. Next, we have discrimination in job or housing. Okay, next we have political parties influencing caste group. This comes under the political mobilization tension. So let's understand the cause of caste and communal tensions. So first we have because of historical inequalities based on caste, religion differences and misunderstanding, political manipulation for votes, as well as another cause we have economic inequality between groups, lack of education, social awareness, competition for resources, which include the jobs, reservation, past incident creating distrust. So next we have the advantages and disadvantages of caste and communal tensions. So first advantage we have awareness about social issues, as well as push for equality laws and focus on justice and reform. And after that we have strengthening a democracy. This is also the advantage of caste and communal tensions. If we talk about the disadvantages, which include the social violence and inequality and discrimination based on caste, as well as distrust between communities. And other disadvantage we have business losses due to the conflict. Okay, so next topic we have Indian psyche, gender and social inequalities. So basically Indian psyche refers to the common attitude, beliefs, emotions and thinking pattern among Indian people, which include the gender and social inequalities, means unequal opportunities for women and weaker groups. So why we need to study this topic? Because in businesses must understand consumer behavior, gender issues, mentalities and social pressure to design better policies and products. If we talk about the types of Indian psyche, gender and social inequalities, so we have four types. Gender inequalities, which include the pay gap, roles, and next type we have social inequalities, which is based on education, caste, and which is based on income. And next type we have economic inequalities, as well as cultural inequalities. For example, preferences for sons in some families. And other example we have women earning less than men, poor student lacking quality education. And other example we have social stereotyping. Next we have advantages and disadvantages. So first advantages we have awareness helps to create the reform and also promote the gender empowerment, better work culture. It increases the human right. We talk about the disadvantages, inequalities hurt growth. If you don't treat the men and women equally, then this creates a conflict between the people. Another disadvantage we have social injustice, and next we have low participation of women and poverty and discrimination. This is also the other disadvantage. Okay, So what are the causes of Indian psyche and gender and social inequalities? Deep rooted traditional and custom, caste system creating hierarchy, and another cause we have male dominance. This is also the another cause. Educational gap between genders, this is also the another cause of Indian psyche, gender and social inequalities. Rural urban inequalities, religion and cultural belief influencing roles, and another cause we have economic dependency of women. Next topic we have Indian cultural ethos and global culture. So let's understand the meaning of this topic. So basically, in Indian culture, ethos means tradition, values, spirituality, and heritage. And if we talk about the global culture, which means the common worldwide practices, which include the Western lifestyle, fast food, fashion. Why we need to study this? Because businesses must balance traditions and modern values to design product, advertisement, and services suitable for Indian consumers. If we talk about the types of Indian culture, ethos and global culture, so first type we have traditional Indian culture and global popular culture, and after that we have hybrid culture, which include the mix of both. And next type we have youth culture. And if we talk about the examples which included under the Indian culture ethos and global culture, which include the yoga becoming global. And other example we have Indian wedding adopting foreign themes, as well as use of Western fast food like McDonald, Aloo Tikki. And other example we have Bollywood influencing global audiences. So let's understand what are the causes of Indian cultural ethos and global cultural interaction. First, we have globalization, movement of people, ideas, and goods. Second cause we have because of social media and internet. And after that, we have other cause which include the foreign companies and brand entering in India. Apart from that, we have other cause which include international movies, music, and fashion. Apart from that, we have traveling abroad for study and jobs, multinational companies bringing global work culture. Next, we have advantages and disadvantages. So, first advantage of Indian culture, ethos, and global culture interaction is cultural exchange, access to modern lifestyle, global job opportunities, and better creativity. If we talk about the disadvantages, loss of traditional values, as well as cultural confusion, language loss, and Western dominance. These are the disadvantages of cultural ethos and global cultural interaction. And next topic we have Westernization and Sanskritinization. So first of all, let's understand the meaning of both terms. So Westernization, which means adopting Western culture, lifestyle, and education and values. If we talk about the Sanskritinization, which include the lower caste adopting custom to a higher caste to gain the social status. So why we need to study this topic? Because both processes change society behavior, consumption habit, dress, food preferences, and business market. Next, we have types of Westernization and Sanskritinization: cultural Westernization, technological Westernization, and language Westernization, social Sanskritinization. Next, we have the examples: wearing jeans, t-shirt, English medium language, fast food lifestyle, Western movies and music. if we talk about the example of Sanskritinization, which include the changing caste rituals, adopting vegetarian diet, wearing traditional dhoti, sari for status, and also performing high caste ceremonies. Next, we have what are the causes of westernization. First cause we have British colonial influence, which include the English language and education. Second cause we have media is the other cause of westernization, which include Hollywood, Netflix, Instagram. And other cause we have westernization, urban lifestyle changing values, as well as foreign brands and companies. This is the another cause of westernization, study abroad and global exposure. This is also because of westernization, technology and pop culture. This is another cause of westernization. So let's understand the cause of Sanskritinization, desire for higher social status, imitation of respected upper class custom, as well as social mobility in rural areas, and also influence of religion and rituals, pressure to gain respect or reduce discrimination, and community leaders encourages behavior change. So if we talk about the advantages of Sanskritinization, so first advantage we have modern thinking and global exposure, better education and technology, social mobility, gender equality. Next we have disadvantages, loss of cultural identity, imitation without understanding, social pressure and cultural conflict. So this is the summary topic wise. So first topic we already studied in the previous slides. So first topic we discuss in today's class is changes in society values, behavior, lifestyle and thinking over time. This is a social change. Okay, so if we talk about the important point, why change happened in the society, because of slow and continuous change in values and beliefs of people, caused by education, technology and laws, as well as changes in family, caste, gender and roles, can be good or challenges. If we talk about the example, joint family to nuclear family, this is the shift that happened between the families. Next we have digital payment replacing cash, this is the another example. And women joining workforce, this is also the another example of social change. Intercaste marriages increases, this happened because of social change. Second topic we have urbanization. So meaning of urbanization means movement of people from villages to cities, causing town and metro growth. And what is the key points of urbanization? Caused by job, education facilities, creates crowding and population, pollution and changes lifestyle and culture, as well as lead to slum and housing pressure. And these are the example of urbanization, migration to Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore. And after that we have metro trains, malls, apartment growing. And another example we have increase in slum due to migration. The summary of third topic we have middle class revolution, which means rise of educated earning middle class that shape economy, politics and lifestyle. And after that next topic we have caste and communal tension, which means conflict caused by caste and discrimination or religion differences. Next we have Indian psyche, gender and social inequalities, which means how Indians think about gender roles and social hierarchy. Next, we have Indian culture, ethos, and global culture, which means the interaction between Indian traditional values and modern global culture. Next, we have Westernization, which means adoption of Western lifestyle, habits, values, and practices. And after that, we have Sanskritinization, which means the lower caste copying upper class or upper caste custom to increase social status. So come to the conclusion part. So basically in India today is changing fast, where traditional values and modern lifestyle exist together. Social change, urbanization, and growth of middle class are making society more educated, modern, and progressive. At the same time, caste and communal tension and gender inequality show that some old challenges still remain. India's culture is now a mix of Indian traditional and global influences, shaped by Western ideas, media, technology, and also traditional practices like Sanskriti Jishan. Overall, these topics show how India is moving forward while trying to balance its rich cultural heritage with modern global trends. So that is all about for the today's class. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Keep learning, keep growing.